jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Going and blowing up a little fun. Now the jingle hop has begun.
What's going on, everybody? Merry Christmas. We are here, day after Thanksgiving, and if you have a person in your family who is a 2A supporter or a tactical type person, law enforcement, firefighter, somebody who's into like shooting sports, we're going to give you guys some gift ideas today, a little bit of everything in regards to what they might like, where you can get it, ballpark price point, and I'll go into a little bit of details on the product, but we're going to go through a few things here that I feel are easy gift ideas for someone in that space, or like myself. But first, let's talk about who we are and what we do. As you guys know, my name is Jeff. I'm the owner of RDRGear in Salt Lake City, Utah. We specialize in canine gear, Kydex holsters, belts, placards, plate carriers, chest rigs, a little bit of everything. A lot of our products, outside of our little Christmas tree here, you can find on our website as well. So you can hit that up and then you can take advantage of that. We do ship all the way up until December 15th for orders to make sure they're to your home in time for Christmas to be under the tree. So let's get into some of our products here that we're going to talk about. Pocket knives. Pocket knives are a great tool for anybody. Whether you're a firefighter, police officer, male, female, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be so much a tactical use product. It can be an everyday product, but also gives that person as an extra little stabby tool for whatever reason, either cutting lunch or simply just having it on their person. So we're gonna kind of go low to high in price point. I'll go over quick little features of each of the knives and I'll kind of go through them. We're gonna stick them over here a little bit and I'll show you a few other things we go through. So let's start with cold steel. This one is the Kodashi. It's just a simple little pocket knife. It's got a cool little blade. One of the great things about cold steel brands, or the cold steel brand, is these knives are very, very sharp. Probably one of the sharpest production pocket knives you can get. This one has an integrated belt clip right here. It's plastic, but it's actually screwed to the sheath, the body itself. So therefore, if you did break this by chance, you can contact Cold Steel and you can get a new one and screw it back on. I like that. Try to avoid pocket knives that have an integrated plastic molded clip. If they do break off, they're done forever. Most cases, because there are usually a price point to where they're not gonna replace parts for you simply based on the price point of the knife. These knives are under $50. They're super small. The clip is right side, so it is right hand carry. It can unscrew and flip to this side, but again, it is primarily set up for a right-handed person. The blade is a Kodashi style blade, which is kind of a triangle point here, drop down, and a single edge blade. It's very, very sharp. Cold Steel makes a very sharp knife. Other than that, this is a very, very entry-level pocket knife. Again, well under $50 price point. You can find these on Amazon at Cold Steel's website, and probably most knife outlets, they may have this one as well, but you can definitely go to coldsteel.com and find this blade there. And it is a liner lock, meaning that the top of the box here, you squeeze the spine right here, lock it in place, and I just mess it up saying liner lock. It's actually a spine lock. You'll press this button here and close the blade. A liner lock is a blade, you'll still see one in here, that closes through here, so I apologize for that mistake there. All right, let's get into our next one. We're gonna go mid-level now. So Kershaw. Kershaw is probably the one blade that if you're looking for a pocket knife, Kershaw.com, you can go to their website and look at a lot of the different selections. Kershaw you can find at Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops, Sports and Warehouse. Pretty much any outdoor big box retailer is going to stock the Kershaw brand blade. So this is a Kershaw Emerson collab. This one here is great for any of those tactical people in your family. If you have a husband, boyfriend, father who's a police officer, this would be a great option. Firefighter, just any Joe Blow. This is an Emerson Knives collaboration with Kershaw, meaning that Emerson Knives is Ernest Emerson is the designer of the wave technology. So you guys can see this little indentation right here. This wave will catch and open the blade. So when it's in the pocket, and I'm not going to stand up and knock over all my lighting back here, but as the knife comes out of the pocket, it will catch the inside corner of the seam of the jeans and pull that blade open and it will lock in place. So the faster you go, the quicker it will pull out and it will lock in place. This is their CQ, I didn't bring glasses. I want to say this one here is a CQC7, CQC9. So the 9 is the larger blade, full drop point, full edge. It is G10 on one side and I think it's a stainless steel body on the other side. This is not a crazy expensive knife. They're around 55 bucks, 60 bucks. Not too crazy, but the benefit of having this blade is that an Ernest Emerson CQC series blade from his shop is in the upwards of the $150 to $200, depending which one you get, and oftentimes they're out of stock. So as I mentioned earlier, this one here is a liner lock, meaning the locking system is on the inside here of the grip, and all you're going to do is use your thumb, push in, close the blade, and it's going to lock and release. So again, that's a great option. And again, Kershaw, you can find at any of your big box retailers, Bass Pro, Cabela's, Sportsman's Warehouse, Amazon, you name it. This one I believe I did get this one at Amazon, so you can get that there. So let's move on to another kind of mid-level. All right, guys, so this is the Spyderco, and we're going to get into kind of what I would consider a mid-level blade. This is a Spyderco Efficient. This knife I give a lot every year for Christmas gifts. They're around 85 bucks, but they are a beautiful blade. You can see it's a stainless steel G10 scales. I just love the black and stainless. I like the wire clip versus the hard plastic clip or the metal clip. And this is a liner lock blade as well. But what's cool about this is a great everyday cut my apple at lunch, just a good all-around pocket knife. It's got a good G10 finish on here. And again, it's a very well-built blade and extremely, extremely sharp. And it's just a little guy, nothing too crazy, nothing super tactical, but enough to where you can kind of get it, open it, and just have a little pocket knife on you. And again, it is super clean, super sexy blade. And again, I think they're around 80, 85 bucks, give or take. These here, the Efficients and other models Spyderco, you can find on Amazon quite a bit. So Amazon Prime, if you got Prime, this is a great way to pick up a Spyderco blade that is going to be a hit with anybody you give one to. Anybody who's into guns, knives, gear knows the Spyderco brand. And again, they're going to be very happy with this blade no matter what. All right. Next up is another Spyderco blade. This is my favorite. I carry one of these. This is actually going to be a gift for a good friend of mine for Christmas. He won't see this because he doesn't do YouTube and he's kind of a dick. So, but this is the Yohimbo. This is one of the sexiest blades I think Spyderco makes. This is the blackout version. It's just, if Batman carried a pocket knife, I think he'd carry this one. All right. This is a super sexy blade. This is designed by a very famous knife maker, and it's designed to be a forward cutting, a power stroke cutting. If you notice the way the shape of the blade is, these little kind of, looks like Batman's wings right here. The fingers come into play like so. The two middle fingers fit this big gap right here. The two back fingers fit right so. And the thumb fits in this little ditch right here. And it gives a very powerful downward thrust or downward cut, or a angled cut. But again, it fits in the hands just like so. They make this version in XL. This is the Yohimbo 2. They make the XL version, which is a little larger. They make it in a black with a stainless blade. I love the all black. And this one is a liner lock as well, but it's on the top, not on the bottom. So you have to basically, when you have it like so, and the reason why that's done is that the liner lock wasn't in the spine right here. So that way you couldn't accidentally squeeze the knife and close the blade if you were using it in a defensive capacity. While having the liner lock up top, there's no way I can hit that when it's in my hand because my hand is now covering it. So therefore, this is to be able to work the template of Kali and not accidentally hit it down here and close the blade on the hand or the fingers. Spyderco knives, I can't stress this enough. I have several scars on my hands, both the right and left, that have required stitches that have come from Spyderco knives. When I was younger, I worked in a gun shop, and we were a Spyderco dealer, and I used to play with the knives quite a bit. And oftentimes, I would end up with Band-Aids on my hands from a Spyderco blade. So again, this is a great option. This here is about $225 retail. So they are not on the low end, they're on the higher end of the blades. So again, if you're looking for one, be prepared that these are, and again, this is another Amazon purchase you can find at Amazon, but a phenomenal blade. Hogue Knives, Hogue grips. So if you're not familiar with Hogue, Hogue is a company that made grips for pistols. I don't know who they partnered with to make their knives. I don't know if these are made in-house or whatnot. This one here is the Wharncliffe blade. I think it's called the Elixir. And I apologize, guys. I had numbers on stickers on this stuff because when I misplaced the receipts for a lot of these. I've had this around for a while and I want to do this video. But this blade is a very nice gift idea because the way the presentation comes. So they come in these collectible little pouches. And so they're super cool. So if you have a person who's collecting knives, this is a good little presentation pouch that comes with from the factory. And the knife is very futuristic and very cool. Crispy's gonna love this one here. So these are, I think these are titanium, or they're 770/60 aluminum scales. Scales are the bodies of the knife. And this is not an assisted opening knife. This is a flipper, kind of like so. Crispy has one like it, but the blade is a very unique design. It's kind of what's called a Wharncliffe blade. It's a very good power cutting or dicing, but the knife is very, very lightweight due to this aluminum scales. And the kind of air vents over here, the metal bent over clip, and it's cool too if you look in the button right here, this button, the big button, the big silver one, that's the release. So if you press that one, it closes down, that little spring-loaded assistance, the flipper right here, and that's how the blade opens. But it's super cool looking, very kind of futuristic, but man, this sucker is lightweight. These are, I think, 169, 170 bucks, give or take. You're gonna have to shop around. If you find this one here, if you're in Utah, for example, I know that Gallinson's Guns downtown, Gallinson's is a Hogue knife dealer. I'm pretty sure they have these in stock there. These you can find on Amazon, and you can find these at quite a few different gun stores because they sell these in a lot of the stores. So again, this is the Hogue Wharncliffe style blade, and this I believe is the Elixir or Eclipse. I can't remember which one. And again, my apologies, guys. I think it's Elixir. But again, super cool design. And again, these are just gift ideas. You guys, if you have an idea or someone in your family, again, it may not be the exact knife, but it might be someone similar to it. So again, it hopefully gives you guys some ideas, or you guys out there who are looking for gifts can show this video to family members, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or whatever, and kind of get what you want as a gift. My favorite blade that I picked up for this holiday season, share with you guys, that freaks Crispy out the most, is the VZ Grips daggers. These are very cool and very unique for one simple reason. They are 100% non-metallic. You can get on an airplane. Now, I shouldn't say that and just promote anything negative on there, but it's non-metallic, so therefore, if you went through a traditional metal detector, you would not find it. The style of scanners at an airport that do the body scanning, this would get picked up on that. But in a traditional wand or a walk-through square metal detector, this is never going to show up. The G10 daggers are push daggers. They are made of G10 material. So if you don't know what G10 is, any high-end 1911 scales, pistol scales on a handgun, or G10 rail grip panels on an AR-15, that's what theirs are made out of. So they basically took a square of G10 and made it into a blade. This stuff is extremely dense, extremely durable, and once you put a semi-edge on it or a point, it is very, very sharp. I'm gonna grab Crispy here and show you. Oh, my bad, sorry. So, but again, the G10 daggers are super cool. These are around $75, I believe, give or take. You can get them on vzgrips.com. Again, but super cool. They come with this little kind of belt sheath. It's just a piece of leather folded over and made into a belt loop. So again, there's zero metal on this thing whatsoever. It's kind of reinforced down here at the bottom so you can't stab yourself. But again, this is a super cool gift idea for that tactical dude who has everything. Super fun, super rad, and is a great defensive carry tool for someone who wanted to have something with them that was lightweight, strong, and would just give enough damage to get away and call for help. So VZ Grip daggers, push dagger, phenomenal little gift idea. All right, let's get into the second part of this little gift giving, lights. Handheld lights, pistol lights, rifle lights, you kind of get what you, this section right here, hands down, gonna fit anybody's needs because most of you guys who are following the channel have handguns, have AR-15s, so these little gift ideas, the flashlights could work for the missus, the girlfriend, boyfriend. They're great for law enforcement officers who need a secondary light, does a check an ID or put on a uniform and click a light to write a ticket or whatever. So these two lights are super cool. They're two of my favorites just because one is battery, one is rechargeable. So on the MicroStreams, so this is the original MicroStream. This is a super micro tiny light that runs off a AAA battery. And you just drop that in there. And this is great because it fits super clean right in the jean pocket, your change pocket. This will fit in most change pockets of blue jeans. So it stays out of the way of the primary pocket. It's clipped in the corner. It's a super bright light. Does really, really well. It's an awesome little light. It comes with a little neck lanyard. When I worked on a nightclub business, I used to get these for the girls at the club, the bottle service girls. And they would wear them around their neck because most of their outfits didn't have pockets, but they could clip it, or they could hook it around their neck and then clip the light into the kind of the cleavage spot on their tops. They clicked the bottom, so when they were moving the crowd, they could light people out the way, or they had a customer that had to sign a tab, they could click that light and it gave enough ambient light around them for that person to be able to see their tab. It was a great gift idea. I would give them the girls when they came on board, and again, it's got a little neck lanyard here, and a little horseshoe loop, and you're good to go, so it's a great option. The MicroStream, this one here is the USB version, the exact same light but a little larger. So this is something that you could run as your primary EDC handheld light. This is super cool. You got a USB charger, you've got your main primary light, you've got a little bit of a lanyard system in here as well, and this is the exact same light as this one. It just runs off of a USB. So, and again, this weapon hand light is awesome. It's not super big. It's not super tactical. It can be just an everyday light that anybody can put in their bag, their whatever, and you know, it's a great option to have. And this is a very easy light to use because again, USB, plug in the cigarette lighter, charge it. You'll never be out of a flashlight, never not have batteries. And this one here is actually for Crispy because he doesn't have a flashlight. He got a knife, but he needs a flashlight, so I got him this. So that way now he's kind of a techie. He's always got USB chargers and shit laying around. So this would be a cool light for him to have. And that way, when he goes out with his dads, he has a flashlight to keep track of them. But a cool little light for you to have, and it's something that, you know, works out great for you. Pistol lights. Everybody needs a pistol light. So this is the TR7 sub. They are a little bit easier to get nowadays. Unlike they were when they first came out. So this one is for the Glock 43, Glock 48. If you have an MOS pistol, the new Glock 43, 48 has a rail system on there. They also make these for the Hellcat, for standard and small 1911s. They also make it for the Sig Sauer P365 XL. This is a phenomenal pistol light for a small subcompact pistol. Again, that's Glock 43, 43 or 43X, 48, 365, the Hellcat, and 1911. They make the TR7A, which is for Glock 19, 17s, all the other big handguns. The sub is for the smaller weapon lights. So again, it works great that way. So if you're gonna look for one, if you're got a buddy, husband, wife, who just got a 43, 48 for off-duty carry, this is a great option, and a bunch of us make holsters for this light with the Glock. So you can swing by their website and check that out. Rifle lights. Everybody's probably getting an AR. There's going to be a lot of Black Friday deals on ARs. Cloud defensive. In my opinion, this is the best rifle light on the market right now, hands down, due to what you get in the box for the price point and what you pay for and the robustness of the light and how much light this bad boy puts out. This is a very, very bright weapon light, a very, very robust weapon light. It's one that you're simply just not going to break. I love this light. I put this on all my rifles because when you buy the Rain, this is one going on my 10 rifle, you get the light, you get the switch box, you get your basic mounting, you get your battery, and you get your 18650 quick charger. So what's cool about these is when every time I buy one of these lights, I buy these kits, and the kits come complete. So now I am able to have chargers here at the shop, charger at the house, some in the car, and I just bought extra batteries to put on the chargers, and I can charge 2 batteries at any given time. And these lights are a little big. People are going, oh, they're bulky, they're big. They are, but they're beasts. This is the Mack truck of weapon lights, not super small, not super big, but man, this bitch is bright. So again, if you're looking for a weapon light for a loved one, the Cloud Rain is a great option. And these are around, I want to say, just under $300, maybe $275, $280-ish, depending on where you shop. Again, if you're here in Utah, Gallenton's Guns downtown, they are a Rain dealer. They have all the Rain options. So if you guys need something like this and you can't find one, you can call me as well. We stock these mostly for my personal use, not really for retail sale. I have a lot of LE guys, law enforcement guys who come by the shop looking for weapon lights. I usually have a couple of these in stock, that's why I sell them. So if you need one, you can't find one, you're in a jam, you can always call us. We can order one for you and ship it to you. So that kind of ends my little tactical Christmas stockpile here. I wanted to share with you guys this idea because I think it's just some basic things that might give you a little direction on where to get some information for that person in your household or family that will like something like this, and you might not really be too up on where to get them, what brands to look for, what styles to look for. So I hope that helped you guys. As always, be well. Have a great holiday season. Keep your shit together. Let's not get crazy. We've seen a lot of wild stuff go down in the last few days in the holidays. Keep level heads. Keep cool. Be with your loved ones. If you can help out somebody who's less fortunate than you, reach out to somebody you may not talk to all the time, but keep that holiday spirit within you. And Merry Christmas to all of you guys from us. If you don't see this video before the end of the year, which I'm sure you will, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from me and the RDRGear team, and thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the new year. Be well. Take care.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Going and blowing up a little